Brazil, Argentina, Paraguay, the western U.S., and parts of the Midwest experienced periods of drought that impacted their crops in 2020 and 2021. What is the outlook for weather patterns in 2022? Dr. Seth Meyer discussed that in a question and answer session with Mac Marshall following the release of USDA's March 31st Planting Intentions Report.
Maybe it's early to say, but what are you hearing? Whether it's through other parts of World Agricultural Outlook Board, under USDA Office of Global Analysis. What are some of the indications on the potential weather patterns that we could be seeing, later this year? I mean, certainly South America had 2 straight years of La Nina. Is there anything, potentially impactful for the U.S. this year, knowing, of course, it's very, very early?
Yeah, no, absolutely, it is early. We've been having discussions about what we refer to as a double dip La Nina and kind of what patterns set themselves up there. There are some relationships, they tend to be a little bit loose, but there are some relationships here where our producer in Indiana might see a bit of, it might be wet. It might not, it's not going to be dry, but in the West, there's not an expectation. In the West of the United States, we'll see a break in that drought. And right now we've got a little over 70% of our winter wheat crop in drought. So it's going to have some challenges when it comes up and running. At the same time, some places that had been in drought, like eastern North Dakota, looking pretty good. So yes, there are some La Nina patterns, which probably would normally tell us we're going to hold on to the drought in certain locations. If we go east of the Mississippi, in some locations, we might be wetter than normal.
Certainly a lot to unfold there. And of course, we had very dynamic weather patterns last year for much of the, there was a lot of the soybean crop that was, in drought regions, potentially under stress, but, across the whole country, really overcame that, produced a record crop. I think real testaments to the, resilience of our producers here in the U.S.